Hey, my busy bees, how are you doing? Welcome back. I just wanted to give you a quick life update and a little bit of a backstory and understanding to what's been going on or what you may have heard in any lives or premieres or what have you. So I've been having some severe health problems. When I started my YouTube channel, I was in good health and good spirits. I had just lost 200 pounds. I was doing so good. I was feeling so good. And then, unfortunately, medication complications, I went downhill really fast. But during that time, I would have these bursts of really good times of energy and really good times of health. And so, within that time, I went and had abdominal surgery, where they removed the skin from my weight loss adventure and lifestyle that I've joined. They removed 10 pounds of skin from my waist. That came out beautiful. But 2 hours after the surgery, my health went to the shit right away. The ship just failed. It was Titanic to the max. I had to have 2 blood transfusions. Instead of being in the hospital 2 hours, I was in there for almost 2 months. And things just weren't right. I got home, I went back to work, and then I ended up injuring myself at work, messing up my abdominal muscles and walls again, and that kept me out of work an additional 6 months. During that time, I went and had some tests done, and that's where you guys find me back on YouTube again. I went and had some tests done on my nerves, on my hands and my feet, because I was having some problems feeling wise and numbness and tinglies, and found out that I had neuropathy, which is deadening of the nerves, and was trying to work on that, and found out that the doctor had kind of, during that test, which it happens, I have been looking into some type of malpractice suit, but it is stated in the paperwork that it happens. It could happen, where she broke the bone behind my thumb. But nobody explained after the fact that she also, when she pulled the needle out, tore the ligament from the bone also, which has to be repaired by surgery. And you guys see me on a lot of lives with that. You've heard me and my other friends talking about it, especially my little broken wing. And in the end, just to fast track you so I don't keep you forever, I ended up losing my job right after my birthday. It was kind of, well, I didn't announce it until after my birthday, but I knew it was happening right during my birthday time. It was announced after my birthday that I lost my job due to health complications, and right away, unemployment went pretty quick. Unemployment disability started going really quick, and they were messing things up pretty badly because right in the middle of all that, the pandemic had hit. That messed up a lot of my regular daily duties for my job, also going to school to keep my license together. That way, if I did lose this job, it wasn't going to be anything off my shoulders, except for the fact that I was losing it due to certain health complications. That doesn't look good on your record, but it doesn't look bad either. You know, it's not one of those, well, she was caught stealing. No. She didn't show up for work. No. None of that was in my records. It was, she could not do the duties that we needed her or required her to do on this job so that she could keep this job, so we had to let her go. So with that in mind, and then the pandemic happened, unemployment ran out really fast. I applied for Social Security and was denied 3 times. I'm in an appeal phase right now, and I had to reach out and get a lawyer to help me because my mental health, my physical health, my everything, all my things, I can't find words, really went to shit, and I couldn't think. I couldn't think at all. So all the ships had sailed as far as I was concerned, and I needed some help. And so I reached out for help. And then I reached out for more help because things just were not getting better. My children were having issues health-wise, and I needed to be home, not just because of the lockdown, but be home for them, be home for school, and things went even worse with my mental and physical health with that. It was a lot of stress on my body and a lot of stress on me. Um, I jumped through a few hoops of blood transfusions. I did a few stays in my hospital, which caused my baby boy to develop post-traumatic stress. He couldn't handle the fire department constantly breaking in here and ambulance people and me being taken on in a stretcher. It just was a lot on a 6-year-old little person. My 16-year-old, all my children have a little bit of something going on right now, and it isn't just the pandemic. But my 16-year-old, had just gotten home from being at Children's Hospital due to his asthma, and it was almost Thanksgiving, and I'm physically drained, and I'm trying to do everything. So what we did is I reached out to my YouTube friends and family, and I'm going to continue to reach out to more and more of my YouTube friends and family. I'm just not trying to overwhelm everybody at one time. And all through February, we are putting up videos, small tributes, in lives, in premieres. They're dropping links to my PayPals, my Instagram, my Cash App, so that if you are able to help, or you can share it out if you're not able to help, and let somebody else know who could probably get it to somebody else who may know, someone who could help with my problems or help with my needs at this moment to keep, basically we're calling it to keep the lights on. I will be having surgery to repair my issues with my hand. I have spoken to my landlord, and he has accepted not just the first one, but also the second one of the stimulus checks as my back rent. So what we're trying to do is keep the lights on, because I don't have anything extra or anything at all to give to my lights and my gas and water and garbage. And so that's what I'm asking for help with. I know it takes a while to get there, and so you will see me pop in and out, give you some life updates. But I wanted to make sure that I did pop on here and give you a honest, straight to the bullet, Jovina type of love, and let you know your girl has been going through it. Sometimes you guys can see it in my face, sometimes you can hear it in my voice. 99% of the time, I tell you, this is my battle shield. This is one way that I can literally hide. And that's not a really good thing mentally. I started thinking about it, but I have used it my whole life to hide my true feelings and emotions and things that come out of me. So that those who enjoy spending time with me, I don't want your experience to be robbed behind whatever I'm going through. I love and appreciate all of you. This is not scripted. I am just having a hard time collecting the words. I have recorded this eons amount of times. I've put it in small parts in some of my other videos. I was just having a really hard time because I've never asked for help before from outside entities, or my outside family, I should say, because we are family. I've never asked my outside family. I would always just run to my mom and my dad and ask them for help, because that's what you're taught. Mommy and daddy there for you, which my mom and my daddy were my grandma and my grandfather. My biological mother and my biological father, they are there, but, mama, if you want to say it, mama was grandma and daddy was granddaddy, and I can't do that anymore. And that's been really hard for me because, sometimes asking for help isn't just financial. It's also emotional. It's also just sometimes needing that hug. Here I go again. That's why I'm having a hard time recording these videos. Because I did not give detail when my grandmother passed, but I lost her, and she and I were literally twins. Um, that was she is the rock. She was the glue that kept the family together, and I was right there with her, keeping it, solid. But when I lost her, I yanked every one of those cords, every one of those apron strings, and none of my family members have seen me since, unless they have stumbled upon a video, or they may stumble upon a Facebook, because we're not friends. We're not close. My kids have not seen any of them. They don't even know I'm a grandmother. They don't even know. They don't know anything. And I'm fine with that. I did not know about other family members that have passed. A few of them I did find out about through social media. I did not reach out. Some I did. I had to reach out to my favorite aunt when my cousin passed and her husband passed. And my uncle passed, So her losing her husband, her son-in-law, and her daughter all in the same week, I reached out to her because I've never been mad at her or anything. We both had the same kind of mentality when it came to our extended family, where it was better to spoon feed them information rather than let them be in your business, because they're just going to mess up your world, and they're not giving you any help. It's not helping you. It just hurts you and hinders you. The other family members, honestly, there's not a spoon long enough for me to feed them with. I don't want to even give them. I don't want to share. I don't want to share. And I'm not that kind of person. I love sharing with everybody, but I don't want to share anything with them. But you guys, just like my mother and my father were my rocks. You are my rocks. You keep me up. You keep me out of bed. You keep me from my depression setting in. You keep me from my physical health, keeping me locked down in bed, because I'm honestly locked down in bed 99% of the time. I am not able to do normal duties as I was when I was working, and after this surgery pretty much ruined my life. Do I recommend it? With caution. When I go to the meetings, when I go to the seminars, I recommend it with caution. I don't say just educate yourself. I say come sit down and talk to me. Let me tell you what I experienced. And let me tell you how not to lie to your doctor, because there are those who lie to their doctors to get this surgery and they die. I did not lie. I told them how I felt, and we had our good days and our bad days, and they said that happens and that's normal. But it almost killed me. So when you think of any of my videos, when you think of me or think of any of my videos, I want you to always think of me like that auntie, that sister, that cousin that is good to you, your good rock, that good laugh, that good hearted. Don't let this change your perception of me, please. Bad things happen to everyone every day, and I have had to really reach out to my YouTube friends and family and accept that. Bad things will happen to me every day, because that's just what happens to anyone. They'll happen. My health will get better, and I will be able to go on and thrive and be that bubbly person that you guys love and adore. And I really appreciate you, and I want you to know that you are generally loved by me. Keep it sexy, bees. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you all in the next one.